So I wanted to go over what this energy is going to look like going through your rising sign, just so maybe people can get an idea about what to look for. Because a lot of people like to talk about what's going to happen, but no one really talks about how it shows up in your life. This is going to be a reset point depending on where Aries is in your chart. With an Aries rising, this is you personally, your identity, your direction, how you show up in the world. Something about who you've been isn't sustainable any longer, so you might feel pressure, urgency, even frustration, but that's because you're outgrowing an old version of yourself. So this is going to be a full reset of your identity. With a Taurus rising, this falls in your 12th house. So this is going to be internal. So subconscious, endings, what's hidden. You may feel drained, emotional, or like you just need space. This is something dissolving behind the scenes. These are your patterns, your attachments, or even identities that you've carried quietly. So this is the closing of a cycle before your rebirth. With Gemini rising, this is going to fall in your 11th house. So your friends, your networks, your future. You're going to start seeing clearly who's aligned with where you're going and who's not. So there may be tension or clarity in friendships or your communities. This is going to be redefining your circle and getting honest about your future path. For Cancer rising, this is happening in your 10th house. So the pressure is going to be directed towards your career, your direction in life, and your public life. So you may feel like something has to change in your career or maybe even your purpose. So this is stepping up or stepping away or completely redirecting where you've been going. You can't play small publicly anymore. With Leo rising, this is going to be happening in your 9th house. So your beliefs, your truth, your expansion, your mindset is all shifting. What you believed before might not hold anymore. So this could look like gaining new perspectives or even traveling or having spiritual or philosophical awakenings. You're going to be asked to see life differently now. Virgo risings are going to be going through a very deep transformation right now. Shared resources, emotional depth, and power are all going to be brought to the surface. This one's intense, not going to lie. Control, attachment, vulnerability are all going to be triggered. You're going to start seeing where you've been entangled and where power dynamics exist. This is a deep emotional and psychological change. For Libra risings, this is happening in your 7th house, so it's geared towards your relationships. This is a big one. Partnerships are being tested, redefined, or activated, so you may see conflicts, clarity, decisions. This is geared towards balance, truth, and whether the relationship you're in is actually equal or not. For Scorpio risings, this is happening in your 6th house, so daily life, work, and health. Something in your routine isn't working anymore, so this could feel like burnout, stress, or misalignment in your day-to-day life. This is about changing habits, changing work environments, or taking your health more seriously. For Sagittarius rising, this is happening in your 5th house, so it's geared towards your creativity, joy, expression, and romance. You are being pushed to fully express yourself, but also where you've been holding back. This can show up in your dating or your creativity or even your confidence. You're going to end up reclaiming that spark that you may have lost at some point along the way. For Capricorn rising, this is happening in your 4th house. So it's your home, family, and foundation. So this one is going to hit deep. Something in your foundation is shifting. So this could be family dynamics, a living situation, your emotional security. This is about rebuilding your inner and outer foundation. Aquarius risings, this is happening in your 3rd house. So mind, communication, and your environment. Your thoughts are changing fast. So conversations matter right now. What you're realizing is very important. This could be important talks, decisions, or mindset shifts. You're going through a mental reset. Pisces rising, this is going through your 2nd house. So your money, your self-worth, and your stability are all being impacted. This is about value, what you're accepting, what you're worth, and what's sustaining you. You may feel pressure around finances, security, or your self-esteem. This is redefining your value system. So your next 10 days are going to show you exactly where this shift is going to be happening, where there's pressure, where there's clarity, and where something feels off. And that's your signal. Because come April 16th, that's when you stop thinking about it and actually start becoming it. Start moving.